of my home.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? When I was eating dinner... Anything...
Time to go.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the but honestly...
Do you also think Grandpa and...
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little East. He was actually the one who protected my house. It still feels... Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you. Sir, have you...
Oh, well, if it isn't... The last time I... And speaking of my...
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I've known you since you...
Wow, what a night... Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Let's head over there. Listen, see if you can make...
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only still. You say he's coming back.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all...
Huh. Now that you say it...
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah! Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
let's not get on his bad side, okay?
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to...
Hey, go on.
It's true. It's all true. Would you want to live like this? Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall.
Is that so?
Seems like he...
Got it. Please don't...
The people here really like the Scarlet King.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village.
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. So you'd best just stay home. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's...
I heard.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say... But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I...
A certain traveler here once passed out from that...
So, you...
Huh? You know...
Yes.
Wait.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at time... In the forest. From a...
Time to go.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces have been completely bare from the size and shape, the scent is quite faint.
But who would come look?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's
Exactly. Most scholars, even deep within the clutch...
No,
So, someone's taking advantage of their weak. Are the rumors really true? Could the disappear?
It's highly likely.
please, you have to save my grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better.
Let's head to Aru.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what
If it was any other day, didn't you say that the villager got it?
if Paimon remembers correct?
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the Scar... These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the...
Tia, you're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here. Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand... The desert is unforgiving. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fight. I need to go around and ask some questions. Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Reba...
Alright, sounds like a plan. Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Sumeru is run. We're cheap labor. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. Geniuses like I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Thea.
No, not at all. Besides, we're here to procure.
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know. Just our luck.
You mean, you don't see anyone you...
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for...
Zaki.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
Anyway.
Absolute.
Yeah. Have you seen any...
Of course I have.
I've got a spot.
Ah.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep...
Yes. How can...
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about... Not only do I...
So, you've been...
Uh-oh.
And you left the strong...
So you and Della...
But you got one thing right.
If that's the case...
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the...
Delavar. And Edgar. You're here too, huh?
Long time no see.
Dia.
Yeah.
See? There you...
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following order. New solidified.
Let me read you a verse.
Your open wind knows me. I'll take my... Impossible!
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now? I'm guessing you're informed. And of course you would, even though you heard that so-called, that's what you thought.
You lied in the village.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. Okay.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in...
No task can be done without preparation.
Oh, but instead of catching them right...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple...
Oh, you mean...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about...
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find... That's what you wanted to ask.
Wait, so...
No, he...
Wow.
Ah, you're too...
So... About how mercenaries only care about Mora.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary... I've begun to reel, but I see through it all. And unlike them...
Dia.
Anyway... This should be all of them.
All right.
Candace?
Candace will be okay. She's been guarding Aru village for
While I'm questioning...
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these...
This scenery is wonderful.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
You need to watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms.
furious.
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true blood.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry.
Yes! Please, don't be...
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community. You come here.
You've made your...
We may both be the people of Aru. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him. He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover...
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anp?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the Village Keeper's order. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means...
Not the Academia again.
Just as I... But what could they want with the Village Keepers?
People are nothing... Regardless, our top priority now is locating the Village Keepers.
You're right. East, time to go.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace?
All right.
Let's meet back here. Let's get some food in us and then— Where did you—
Well, as you can see—
You were gone for ages! Hey, what's with the silence?
you never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind! Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time, so clearly I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you
Yeah. Enough with the
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to—
Yeah, you're—
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to—
Huh? Right here?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who—
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You...
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated.
Right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village—
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in any—
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little—
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night.
Then why would—
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for—
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of—
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed—
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm a—
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answer. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are— Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to— Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. But even so, we've met lots of people from different— We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you, My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Al-Haytham told us you have your reasons.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side. And
speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise traitors.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem...
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar, but because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the...
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go!
Into the wind.
Take that! Stabilize!
One with nature.
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible monsters! Watch out!
Gather!
Rain cutter! No, my sword!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
This is order.
Witness the power of Kuwa! Rain outlaw!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Stabilize!
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping... He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A-game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look. patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their studies. Okay then. Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you. Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below. Something is off about the interior here. As I thought.
Wow. It's like they tucked it. Oh, it looks like there are other...
Time to go.
The wind knows me.
No, my sword!
Wherever in this world I... Time to go.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Scatter! Germinate!
Come on, we can do it! Let's dance!
Into the wind! As one with wind and cloud! The wind knows me. Brings a smile to my face. Into the wind! The wind knows me. Time to go.
Let the show be...
Propagate!
Ready, steady, go!
Scatter! One with nature.
I'll protect us.
The wind knows me. Brings a smile to my face. Scatter! Time to go. One with nature. Propagate! Scatter! smile to my face. Time to go. Into the wind.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Propagate!
Let's dance. Yeah.
Where do you think you're going?
Germinate!
La 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 la. Let the show begin.
Propagate! The wind knows me. Propagate! It's fine. One with nature. Scatter!
I'll protect us.
Propagate! Spring forth! Scatter! Propagate!
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
Oh, let's dance.
The wind knows me. Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Propagate!
good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he also, what?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the...
He's a scholar?
No. Razak was never involved in any of those things. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully
loaded with...
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. The symptoms are identical.
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting...
Correct. The Academe... It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academe... These rumors were all the persuasion that the Radicals needed, and as well as being able to... Life for the Desert Dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the... Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. And even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King, and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought...
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And an exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean, can't...
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
We're back!
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting Divine Cant knowledge. Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since Divine Cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Academia is trying to avoid Cyno, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go too? If so, you have to
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you! Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
I'll be awaiting your good news.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there, it looks like it's buried really deep.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device. Something looks like there were more than one village keeper. Let's split up and search.
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked.
Wait,
Grandpa. I hope you're...
Don't worry. Your grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't
We should be able to catch...
One more thing. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone...
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument. Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room.
You're one of us. We would...
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Well...
This complicates...
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself?
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand...
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King.
It's not too late yet. The village keep... Mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine with these scholars in our...
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia could... If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also...
They look more like pawns of the academia. Filthy traitor.
It's perhaps...
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So...
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck. However, I'd get the... I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this...
You are the scribe.
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the academia.
You academia scum.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't...
We've known each other for...
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their... Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking...
An arm from the Flame Mane. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're merc.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promise...
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rama...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go...
That's not for you to
do it!
Dia! Run!
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't...
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting up. You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take...
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That? What?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can, if it came down to it.
I don't doubt it, Sino. Even if we got rid of...
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed...
It's okay. I promised you I'd help...
Whatever it takes? You just...
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon to...
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
I'll protect us.
One with nature. Wind Strider. Into the wind!
Brings a smile to my face.
Time to go! Propagate!
Let's light it up!
The wind knows me.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Time to go.
Another test. Let's dance.
Into the wind.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Let the show begin.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Time to go. One with nature. Propagate!
New Punky, you are not welcome here, Howard.
As one with wind and cloud.
I'll protect us.
One with nature.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's lock!
Scatter!
regretful.
A fateful offering.
Time to go. Time to go.
Where do you think you're going? I'll be back.
Off we go.
Propagate!
Let the show begin.
Get out of here! Ow! Out of the way!
Where do you think you're going?
The wind knows me. Time to go. Into the wind. Propagate! One with nature. Time to go.
Huh. They got...
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon...
Is everything ready?
Absolute. You brought fewer people.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word.
It's a one-for-one exchange. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of...
You stay right...
Wait, what do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Paimon's dizzy.
This day's going just...
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The dendro.
Grandpa?
Hey.
There used to be a...
It seems that when the sand dune, the symbols on the gate belonged to the Scarlet King civilization. It could have been an underground palace.
Oh, a miracle. Praise!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen most of them seem in really...
Mind your head.
No, this isn't...
He's not...
As it happens, I want...
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? Two major deities are vying to showcase their power.
Paimon thought you weren't...
Indeed. New discoveries are...
Raman, what are you gonna do?
I'll just let them lay.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's still...
Sir Rama.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rama?
Are you mocking?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might...
Time to go. Time to go.
I will have order.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Time to go. The wind knows me.
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Time to go. One with nature.
Order guide you.
Let me weave you a verse. Everybody stand back!
Time to go. Into the wind.
No, my sword!
Solidify! This is order.
Witness the power.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Let's light it up!
Wind Strider. Time to go.
Now that's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait, what's that?
A load of flowers! And it looks like there's something
These are Scarlet King runes.
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King.
Of course. Every student needs to...
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message. Excellent. There's a device from the...
Isn't sharing knowledge against...
Yes. However, under the... You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memory.
No.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't...
Was that the former
You might be distrustful. You've just
The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. The Scarlet King's death, we saw her as nothing more than a traitor.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
How could I ever begin?
Raman, give it a rest.
My Eremites and I.
Hey, how you...
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just...
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. But please, give me some time. After everything that's...
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time for...
Tomorrow. And I'll return every last one of your men.
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his belief.
The outcome...
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a night... Sino, relief!
Stop yelling.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Time to go.
Here comes trouble.
Yeah, clouds high. The birds come.
Let me weave you a verse. I'm going in!
Gather!
One with nature.
Order guide you.
The wind knows her.
No, my sword!
This was well done. Roast and fry.
Witness the power of Guhua!
Feels close.
Stabilize!
Shouldn't get careless.
Rain outlines your fate.
Pay your dues.
Let me weave you a verse.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Can't run.
Solidify!
No, my sword!
Can't run from death.
Time to act. I hope we find long-lost ancient literature. Body and mind. Body and mind. Time to act. Time to act. I hope we find long-lost ancient literature.
Stabilize!
Everybody stand! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
I will have order!
The wind knows
Rocky today! Let's end this now! Solidify!
Into the wind.
Now you're testing my patience. Will.
Let's light it up!
Again.
Adventure time!
Welcome, welcome.
Off we go! Adventure time! Witness the power of Guhua! Know my sword!
You're open! Stabilize! This is order!
One with nature. Clouds high, the birds call. Into the wind.
Gather!
Time to go. One with nature. Time to go.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
This realm... If you ever...
Time to go.